Uh-oh. Oh, shoot, we just got bumped off the air. Continue. I don't know what happened, but we got disconnected. Well, anyway, we're trying to hook back into Blog Talk Radio. Sorry for the hold up. I'm trying to figure out what in the world is going on here. Hang on, everybody. This is Daniel Gray. I am the Trailer Park Prophet, broadcasting live from Crestone, Colorado.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
Alright, sounds like we're in business. Hi, everybody. Welcome, and thank you for being here at the Trailer Park Prophet Show. My name is Daniel Gray. I am the Trailer Park Prophet, broadcasting live on Blog Talk Radio and on YouTube. This is Sunday on Monday. All right, I want to get right to it. Something I found that was really interesting that happened this weekend was the Correspondents' Dinner, which is an annual event where the media gets together with the White House and has a little dinner, and they generally fawn over themselves, and a lot of times what happens is that the lamestream media, which of course dominates the press in the United States, they go to this dinner. It's a big deal, you know, it's all black tie. I mean, you're on the A list to get to go to this dinner. It's in Washington, and I'm trying to look at this one video. There was a video and I was just watching it, but I don't know if this is the right one. No, this isn't it. But it's of Joe Biden. Joe Biden, Vice President Joe Biden. He couldn't make the Correspondents' Dinner, and it was on the 3rd, so that would have been Saturday night. And he did this video instead. And I just played it, and I guess I can't find it right now. But I do want to play it, only because I just find it profoundly interesting. Now here, hold on a second. It could be that I have it, maybe I don't. But I think it's there apparent by listening to this Vice President Joe Biden video that Joe Biden and President Obama are not very serious people. And I kind of get the impression that people in the press, even people in Hollywood, are starting to realize that President Obama and Joe Biden and this whole administration, they're not very serious people. They don't have a lot of depth. They're not big thinkers. And I always thought that humor was a key element in assessing somebody's IQ. I remember one time back in the 80s, I went up to this Mensa table, and they explained to me all the criteria for how they actually graded a person's IQ. And I asked them, I said, well, why isn't humor in there? because humor is a distinctly obvious marker for high intelligence. And they looked at me like I was some sort of lunatic. But in case you didn't know, a joke can be diagrammed, just like a sentence. So there is a construct to any joke. And the more complicated the joke is, the more perverse in a complicated intellectual way, the more of a message that can be delivered through humor. And it's a component part of intelligence. Now, people who like slapstick or bathroom humor or humor about sex, they have a lower IQ generally than someone who can get a joke out of some serious issue. They have more likely a higher IQ. So anyway, back to the correspondence dinner. President Obama was there, and like I said, Joe Biden was not there. So he went ahead and did a video to be played at the correspondence dinner on Saturday night. And he did this video, and God knows who paid for it, but it's a well-produced video that the vice president did with Selena Meyer. And you'll remember Selena Meyer, she was a brunette who was on Jerry Seinfeld's show. I can't think of her show name for the life of me right now. She played the character that used to be Jerry's girlfriend. And for Elaine on Seinfeld is Selena Meyer. All right, so Joe Biden and Selena Meyer do this video that was going to be played, that was played at the correspondence dinner. So you know the characters, right? And you know the event, the correspondence dinner. And the reason we're doing this is because I want you to look at this video production in terms of who these people are. Joe Biden being the vice president, heartbeat away from being president of the most powerful country on planet Earth, and this celebrity, this Hollywood celebrity, who is a ardent progressive socialist status supporter. All right, here's this video, and they're on the grounds of the White House. And Joe Biden's driving around the grounds of the White House, unbeknownst to us till the end, in his brand new yellow Corvette. And the two of them share this conversation. So let's go ahead and listen to this video. Again, it was played at the Correspondence Dinner on May 4th. That was Saturday night, a yearly event. Which, by the way, the Correspondence Dinner is an opportunity for the press to pat themselves on their back. They have a number of awards. You would think they had to do with good journalism, which, like I was saying on Friday, is basically dead in this country. But here we go. I mean, here is the second most powerful man in the United States and a has-been on the Jerry Seinfeld show. All right, take it away.
I'd like to introduce the President of the United States by introducing the Vice President of the United States.
So here's this video. They're playing this in front of the Correspondence Dinner. And then here is Elaine, and she's sitting in the Vice President's desk or the President's desk, just hanging out at the White House.
Selena, what are you doing?
I thought you were the President. Hey, listen, are you going to this Norris-Ondens dinner tonight?
No, I'm not going, man. I've been there once. It's a bunch of politicians trying to explain politics to Hollywood. It's not worth it.
Exactly. I mean, who wants to see David...
Explaining politics to Hollywood. Explaining politics to Hollywood. Like politics should need any explaining. If politics is out in front of the people, like the president promised on the development of Obamacare. Remember, Obamacare said that politics should be on, or the discussion of Obamacare should be on national TV, on CNN. But, you know, it's amazing. There was a study here recently that said that Washington, D.C. is dirtier and nastier and more corrupt than Hollywood. But here he is insulting Hollywood, the Vice President of the United States, insulting Hollywood and their lack of understanding of what goes on behind closed doors, basically, in Washington. And there's an old adage that says if you need something, I mean, if you really understand something, you can explain it simply. I believe that was, who was that? I can't remember who said that. But if you truly, truly, truly understand something, and it isn't corrupt or nefarious, it's easy to explain. So I just thought that was an interesting comment by the President of the United States, that they have to go to this dinner to explain Hollywood, explain to Hollywood about how politics works. I mean, that in and of itself is kind of scary. Like I said, it should be very easily explained. And if the journalists are doing their job, which is to be the eyes and ears of the public and scrupulously watching the political actors, all of this should be out in the open, and everyone should be very knowledgeable, including Hollywood, about how Washington works. So let's go on with this video.
Dinner tonight?
No, I'm not going, man. I've been there once. It's a bunch of politicians trying to explain politics to Hollywood. It's not worth it.
Exactly. I mean, who wants to see David Gregory crying in the corner all night? Hey, do you want to come and pick me up?
Now, the reference to David Gregory, he's on MSNBC, he's also on NBC, he's also host of Meet the Depressed. But here recently, to get the joke, NBC was so worried about Dick Gregory's numbers being in the toilet that they hired a firm that specialized in psychological evaluations, in this case, of the viewers of NBC and why they don't like Dick Gregory. Instead of getting a new correspondent or a new anchorman and try to improve the ratings at NBC with Gregory, what they decided to do is figure out what's wrong with the people that don't like Gregory. And so that's the joke. He's sitting at this correspondence dinner in the corner sulking and worried about why no one likes him. Well, one thing I don't like about Gregory is he has a big lip. He looks like a monkey, and he acts like a pretentious asshole. That's why people don't like him, because they get the feeling that he's looking down their nose at them. And you don't need to be a psychiatrist to figure that out. The guy has airs. He has affect, meaning his demeanor is such that it turns people off. And again, he has an upper lip that is the size of a monkey. All right, back to this video. So here's Joe Biden in a brand new yellow vet coming to pick her up.
Yellow? Seriously, yellow. Get in the car.
He's telling her, get in the car. And they drive off.
This is the West. Oh, it's Watts.
Anybody look
Uh-oh.
Just check.
No?
No, don't touch the desk.
Oh, shoot.
Touch the desk.
Okay.
Come on, let's get out and get something.
So they're in the president's office.
Oh, why, the sweetest thing you can get in the executive branch. Hey, guys.
Alright, I gotta tell you the story. My screen just blacked out. And what happened is Joe Biden and Elaine went to the...
Hey, don't talk, Joe.
Listen to anything I said about healthy eating? Hand it over.
Disterters. just forgot my purse, so I'm sure there are raisins out here. It's your food. This is